Hey, Turbo Money fam. Today we're unraveling a mystery of modern finance, how the US dollar shifted from the gold standard to becoming essentially debt money. This story is not just about currency, it's about trust, government promises, and the evolution of our financial system. Let's dive in. The gold standard era. Once upon a time, the US dollar was as good as gold, literally. Under the gold standard, each dollar was backed by a specific amount of gold. This system provided a sense of security. After all, your paper money was exchangeable for a precious metal. But why did we leave this seemingly solid system? The answer lies in flexibility and economic growth. Why we left the gold standard. The gold standard had its limitations. It restricted the government's ability to manage the economy, especially during recessions or wars. The amount of money circulating in the economy was limited by the amount of gold in the treasury. This made it tough to respond to economic crises. So enter fiat money. Fast forward to 1971, President Nixon announced that the US would no longer convert dollars to gold as at a fixed value, effectively ending the gold standard. So what replaced it? Fiat money. This means the dollar isn't backed by a physical commodity. Instead, its value comes from the trust and confidence people place in the US government. Sounds crazy, right? Money as debt. Here's where it gets interesting. Modern money is essentially debt. When the government needs more money, the US Treasury issues bonds, which are bought by individuals, institutions, and other countries. The Federal Reserve can also create money through lending to banks or purchasing government securities. This money doesn't represent gold, it represents a promise to pay back the value. The role of trust. So, how does this system work? Trust. The strength of the US dollar relies heavily on the belief that the US government will honor its debts. This trust has allowed the dollar to remain a dominant global currency. We all collectively are agreeing on this. And that's perception is reality, and that's how it all goes. So, in conclusion, moving away from the gold standard was a significant shift, turning money into a more abstract concept backed by government promise rather than a physical commodity. It's a system that worked for decades, but like any financial system, it's not without its critics and potential risks. So the outro here is that Turbo Money fam, I want to know your thoughts on fiat money and the end of the gold standard. Did you know this? Did you know that the dollar in your pocket is only has value because the rest of Americans in the world agree that it has value being backed by the US government? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate every bit of support. And if you like financial insights, wisdom, philosophy, and anything exploring the fascinating world of money, that's what we here for. Turbo Money fam, gang gang, we out.